Today, I can't complain. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Recovery Classroom. My name is Drew. I am alcoholic. Today, I'm a recovering alcoholic, and I cannot be any more grateful. We've had a busy crosstalk weekend, and it's been a lot of fun. And every Friday, you hear me come on here and invite those that are local to the area to hang out with us on a Friday night for our Friday night crosstalk meeting. And over the last week, I'm super excited because over the last week, we've already started the dialogue and the conversations to bring crosstalk to those of you that may not be in our immediate area, but a little bit on the outer fringes. Over the course of the next couple weeks, we're going to start bringing crosstalk to other areas within the state and even in our tri-state area, if you will. So if you're interested in actually hanging out and seeing what this crosstalk thing is all about, reach out to us through Facebook Messenger. You can go to Recovery Classroom on Facebook and reach out to us on Facebook Messenger. And if you're within the tri-state area, reach out and we would love to start that conversation with bringing crosstalk to you. And when I say that, I mean, yes, a bunch of us piling into cars and driving to where you're at. So reach out to us on Facebook Messenger. Crosstalk is unlike any meeting I've ever been at. You truly feel like you're sitting around drinking coffee with your friends. And speaking of drinking coffee with your friends, I took my daughter, my son, and my daughter-in-law, I guess, to Waffle House this morning and sitting around drinking coffee with everybody. As soon as I walked in, every employee in there was like, "Oh my God, where have you been?" And for a second, I realized it'd been a couple months since I've been in that location. And I was able to sit and catch up with them, with everybody. "Are you okay? Is everything going?" "Yeah, absolutely. Everything's great," you know. And they really made me feel like I was in their friend group, if you will. And it got me thinking, and it ties perfectly in line with what I had planned on discussing today. Anyway, when I was drinking, I could walk into a room full of people that I knew, and they were all my friends. Everybody was my friend. Yet not a single person in that room knew the real me. And it's not their fault that they didn't know me. It's my fault. The reason why they didn't know the real me is because they only knew me and their perception of me was based entirely upon what I allowed them to see. And I didn't want them to see the real me. Why? Because I was ashamed. I didn't want them to see me being insecure. I didn't want them to see me being the scared, timid individual. I didn't want them to see me being alcoholic. I didn't want them to see me the way I really was. I was ashamed, and I didn't want them to see that at all. And so what I would do is I would walk in and I would only allow them to see what I wanted them to see. But then I turn right around and complain that, well, hell, why is it so lonely? My life is so, I know a million people and not a million people know me. Why am I so lonely? Why is it so tough to develop that platonic relationship with people, that intercommunicative relationship with folks? No wonder, because I wouldn't allow them to see me. I remember relying on people who didn't have drinking problems, who weren't like me in that sense. They weren't alcoholic. I remember relying upon them to support me through my journey and to encourage me along the way. And they did to the best of their efforts, but they didn't know me because they weren't like me at all. So they could only perform that duty, if you will, of supporting me and encouraging me up to a certain point because they didn't know anything beyond that certain point. They're not alcoholic. They're not drug addicted, right? And so I would just get frustrated. It's like, why am I so lonely? Why do people not like me? I must be even more worthless than what I had already thought because people didn't like me or people didn't want to get to know me because I would never allow them to get to know me. And that's where that whole new set of friends, the good news about recovery is you get a whole new set of friends. The bad news is you're looking at them. That's where that really hit home to me because now, whenever I came into recovery, I was able to create that fellowship that I craved, that fellowship I needed. I could let my friends, my new friends, see me for what I truly was. I was alcoholic. I'm insecure. I feel insufficient. I have no self-esteem, no self-value or worth. I didn't have to hide all that. They could see me exactly as I was. And then on top of that, they were just like me. And now I got this group of friends that I was sharing this morning with an individual. I got this group of friends that they don't judge me. They have accepted me into their family, if you will. I am part of their family. And it's absolutely incredible. I can't sit and complain about being lonely if I'm not willing to go and meet new people. And that was the key. I had to be willing to go into new rooms, to go into rooms and these places where these people met at. I had to be willing to go and meet those people in order to stop feeling so lonely and stop feeling like I was all alone in this journey through recovery. I want to encourage you, find that room of people, find that group of people. And it doesn't have to be a formal sit down meeting. We were talking about that last night, actually. It doesn't have to be a formal sit down meeting. It could just be a simple phone call. It could be also at your local Waffle House too. So with that being said, I'm out of time. Thank you guys for letting me come in and share 5 to 10 minutes of your day with you. You guys absolutely keep me sober, and I could not be any more appreciative. We'll be talking again soon. Remember, you can't get drunk if you don't take a first drink.